I welcome on board our next guest, Mr. Manish Bhardia. He's the president of International Association of Microsoft Channel Partners. He is also a cloud consultant with more than 22 years of experience leading complex technical projects. His strong focus is on customer service with a history of A++ client satisfaction. Sir is a gold Microsoft partner. Sir is also awarded 2019 IAMCP so-called Partners Choice Award. He's also awarded 2017 IAMCP US P2P Partner of the Year. Sir is a board member of Asian Business Association of Orange County, and he's also awarded ABAOC 2019 Presidential Award of the Year. Sir works with thought leaders who can envision moving their company into future of business by utilizing the latest business intelligence and productivity tools to improve team collaboration and overall efficiency. I would like to welcome Mr. Manish Bhardia.
Yes, thank you, Sashi.
I would like to request you to kindly speak about your company because Think AI Corporation, and then you are a founder of a new corporation. So I would like you to a little bit start with that. So thank you so
Yeah,
much, sir.
no, absolutely. You're able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, great. Well, I'll cover a little bit about us and my thoughts on how AI can be used for business, solving business problem.
Thank you so much.
So I have created a little agenda here, and these are the items I want to cover here. So we are gonna touch base about me and where the AI stand right now, where it's going, and then we talk a little bit about generative AI, just touch base on that, and then look into agentic AI, and then how the real world problem can be solved with these. So yeah, you covered a lot about me, so I'm gonna skip it, but just wanted to highlight that I'm passionate more about teamwork collaboration. So I have been working on the productivity space for long, and that's why that's the area our business focuses on, and now AI, right? So a little bit more just passion like iPhone photography, project management, some golf, and productivity. And Think AI mostly focuses on data, AI, and custom applications. So what we see in the AI side is, we need to help our customers with the business growth because their competitors are adopting AI, and all the executives are looking to implement AI to get strategic advantage or competitive advantages. So there is a really efficiency gain with various area like innovation, productivity, personalization in customer service, data analysis, and more inclusion in terms of who can use the technology. In the GDP, yes, AI is directly adding to the bottom line and gonna provide like 10%, up to 10% add to the GDP by year 2030. So just in 5 years, it's gonna give at least 10 trillion productivity gain. So that's the real number we are working with. In addition, we are at the beginning of the AI curve, so it's gonna actually just help in future more than later. So it's good to get started on this. We did talk about that. I think this is a repeat. I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm gonna skip this. This was the slide I was talking about, the by 2030 adding 10 trillion. Another thing is whether you're a programmer or not. Now the conversation is the new interface, vibe coding, or writing a blog post, creating a video. Audio is just you communicate with ChatGPT or one of the AI tool, and you are able to do that, right? So that's where even programming side, just the simple language English conversation is in the new programming language. So that is the real power I wanted to highlight. Current state of AI, we know initially, I mean, I'm referring one of the image Jensen Huang has shown in the CES earlier this year. So initially it was all about feeding the data to machine. So it was recognizing all the data, crunching number, and developing the model. So we are past this. You're using already the tools like Canva or ChatGPT, Gemini, all Copilot, all those tools to generate content. So that's generative AI. Things are moving into agentic AI, where AI can start to be your assistant, doing coding or patient care, and becoming more like your colleague or your secretary. And then the future is all about physical AI, also like self-driving cars or robots, right? So that's what it is. And we are more into Microsoft world. So this is another screen, image I took when we were at Ignite Chicago earlier this year. Actually, this was last year. And this is the transition, right? So personal agents are all this Copilot, ChatGPT, and Gemini. Organizational agents are the new agents coming like Sales Copilot or the agents which will actually address a business workflow. So those are the combination of organizational agent and business process agent, and that's where more of agentic world gives you the result. And then comes the across organization agent. So one company agent talking to another company agent, more like a booking, right? So you talk to your internal agent, do a booking, it talks to American Airlines or Southwest Airline and does a booking. That's gonna come. Okay, so risk, this whole session is all about ensuring we handle the risk of security, but there are other risks as well. So of course, data privacy risk is there. Bias is a big one. Whatever you talk, whatever context is given, that's the data used to generate results. So we need to provide enough information. We need to watch out for bias. And then even though AI is generating a lot of code ideas for you, if it is already patented, you need to be careful to handle those copyright issues. So you need to take ownership of ensuring that you don't infringe any IP. And then, yes, you need to secure the AI. Deepfake is where it will confidently confirm that data is accurate and you may rely on it, but that's where we need to be aware of it, like it's faking the actual data with the hallucination or really is the right answer. So those are pretty similar. This is one of the biggest risk you can see right away. I'll give you an example. We have multiple projects going on. If we keep the information silo, the information is good from AI. You mix multiple project information, AI creates a summary saying that, hey, this was the project meeting, and then it mixes the people name or the task or the information. So that's one of the example. So at the end of the day, all these issues exist, and we as a business owner or IT providers have to implement measures to handle it because we are responsible. We are deploying AI or using AI to generate result. We are responsible. So we're going to change gear towards generative AI, and we all know about it. So just one slide on it. So generative AI is actually generating the content. So many times when it's generating the blog post or image or audio video, what it's doing is it's using all the learning which has been done from the existing data, which requires large volume of training data to create your next word, audio, video, right? So that's what is happening. So it's all fictitious or it's made up or creative or it's generated. So that's what we have to keep in mind. So example is we all use this like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Copilot. And of course, this is one glimpse on how you will be working with future productivity. So your assistant or your agents become your colleagues. That's one example. So what changes in agentic AI? So that was the generative AI. Moving on to agentic AI. So agentic AI, the agent has a little bit different capability. So generative AI, you just ask question, it responds. But in agentic AI, it's not more reactive. So you don't have to ask sometime, but if you have provided it goal and it has memory, it can plan things and act on it. So the difference is instead of just answering your question, it can think, it can learn based on the data and conversations, and then it will improve also. So it's a little different than automation as well, because in automation, we had to define the rules that if this happens, do this, act like this, do not do this, and complete your task. So that was automation. But in agentic, you will not just define because you rely on its ability to think, learn, and act. So that's where it will act independently to solve your problem. And this will improve slowly. So right now, maybe it will just book your ticket or get the response from somebody, follow up, simple task. But in future, it can really do complex uh, task as well. So just an example is Copilot, which learns and adapts in real time, because you can tell AI that, hey, I like to be very professional in my writing, so follow the professional tone. Or some people in the creative world, like in the movie producing world, they can say, hey, I want this movie to be funny. I want the dialogue to be funny, all that. So it will behave like that. Just one more slide on it. So it observes all the data, and this is the key. These two are key, right? So it's learning, it is able to plan. So instead of one line answer, it can actually say, hey, okay, I'm gonna find the date and time. I mean, booking ticket example. I want to find date, time, origination, destination, departure, I mean, cost, and other preferences, and then book the ticket. So if it's missing the data, it will not just go and try to book. It will really find all the answer and then act on it. And it may not be real time, it may be later also. So that's the difference here. And it utilizes the memory or the data you have provided, which could be a simple database, simple instruction, or access to your enterprise system or your personal system. And then it uses, of course, it needs the thinking and planning comes from one of the AI model. So all the popular model out there like Llama, the OpenAI or Grok or something like that will need to be used. And then access to the system needs to be there so that the tool can act on your behalf. Okay, so having said that, we have learned a little bit on the AI agent. Let's look at the business set challenge. What I wanted to just discuss with you. So as I said, we are more focused on productivity and performance. So There was the saying from Luke Platt as well long back is that people don't know within the business what they should know. So he's also recognizing that if HP knew what HP knows, then we'll be 3 times more productive. So there is like 300% productivity, lack of productivity because people don't know. In similar terms, uh, what people don't know is because of within the company, you need multiple systems, multiple SaaS systems. Like you may be just using 3 systems like email and CRM, or email or your one of the finance system, or more than 2 3 system like your e-commerce application or some chat application like Slack or Teams. So you can see the disconnect or where the information is living, and that's where the opportunity or problem is. So let's look at the problem I'm highlighting. So the problem I'm highlighting is that because of these scattered tools, the data is disconnected across documents, chats, and other systems. And that's where you may be, or your employees or your clients may be spending more time on jumping across multiple systems than actually using the system and creating results. And that also touches base on these systems are reactive. You have to find information to get the job done. But that's where AI can be helpful, where it can actually learn, it can plan for you and act, right? So that's what we are saying. So in order to address this, there can be a solution like, can we have just a simple one-pane interface where it is just one single interface like conversation you will do with AI, and behind the scene AI can provide all the data and agentic capability, right? So you already know the solution like this with you. So Google solved this long back without AI with search. So instead of multiple searches, it just has one single interface for you. Similarly, ChatGPT did the whole AI, and it's expanding to get all the data from various sources in single interface. And in the iPhone also, or any phone, we don't search for now icons. We don't go and find the icons, we just search for it, right? So similar thing can be powerful for businesses. So this could be one of the solution to address the productivity problem, is provide one single AI powered interface for users, and that connects all your data. Like what I'm showing here is it can provide all the knowledge from the enterprise, and it can have intelligence behind it with AI, and then it can do some action and to improve productivity. So connect all the organization data with API or some ways, and then it can have better follow-ups and real-time update and context, because in order to avoid all the hallucination or the real value of your information, it needs to have right context. And then comes, if we have right data and then right kind of context, that's where tool like, okay, so this looks like a slide from my company. I have a product, but I just wanted to mention is agentic tool can then act on your behalf and provide you real help, because knowledge is centralized and it has a context that can be really helpful. What I'm saying is, in the age of AI, your data and knowledge are the new digital brain, and that's where you can try to feed all the information securely to one AI solution, and then can be provided help. So just a simple example I'll show you. As I said, we have a product called Amy. So we have done something like Amy GPT. It's pretty much looks like ChatGPT, but we are adding all the enterprise data in the name of projects, and that's where you can really have simple interface. And this is just one example. You can really do that for your own business, your client also. If nothing, you can actually use ChatGPT also to integrate your data, which you feel comfortable. In this scenario, we are just ensuring it's an enterprise level, so it's all secured, and we deploy it privately so that data is safe, and it's all compliance with all these standards. So that's the way we are doing. And that was the thought I wanted to share. If anybody is interested, Amy is available on AppSource, so reach out to me. But we are very excited about possibility of bringing everything into one single interface for businesses and help them achieve more productivity. So that's all I wanted to cover. So, Sashi, back to you.
Thank you, Manish, sir. That was amazing talk, and definitely what you talk about organizational pain, so that is like the companies are facing today. I'll be more than delighted to try Amy.ai, sir. So of course I'll like interact with you for the same, and audiences can also like speak to you about it.
Yeah.
So I would like to invite Dhaval, sir. Sir is like Sir is working as CISO. I am lead security architect with Rainbow Secure. Sir provides technical leadership for Rainbow Secure IAM SSO platform that solves login and data security privacy pain. And he is like helping clients succeed with managing cyber risks at acceptable levels, reducing their cyber liabilities, and achieving their mission goals while staying compliant with industry regulations. I would thank Dhaval sir, and Manish sir, I would like to invite you for the panel talk. I have few questions, and of course audiences are most welcome to ask questions. So, like, what is a no regret AI use case we can launch in like 30 to 60 days and see, sir, ROI?
Yeah, I'll take that. This is what we are dealing with most of our clients, and of course, there are many use cases we think as could be suitable, but what clients are coming to us is, like I said, about existing data. We were actually trying to be more creative and propose them, but what we are realizing is what is in top of their mind is their business problem or business information. And that's what comes down to the system, what we talked about, the CRM system data or business data. So anything we can help them to expose the data simply and give them more information quickly is good for management as well as their business user. I would say helping them with this kind of solution, which I just talked, and then securing all that information before providing to AI is the immediate use case we can talk to client and they need this.
Yes, I would say that yes, anything that nowadays, if you help business using AI, earlier we used to talk about digital transformation. Now AI is more, you can say that more than helping hand, it provides in making that process much smarter. So I would say that yes, you should go for the outcome-based approach. So what helps your business processes the most, and that should be the use case. Whether you are a finance company, you are a legal tech company, you are a pharma company, so your core mission, wherever AI can assist, whether it's project management, whether it's your data sanitization, or even helping you with securing your access. So you can choose the use case based on your business mission needs.
Thank you for that, sir. So, how do we choose the first workflow so that it actually sticks, sir?
Sometimes we think this is the solution which will work, but working with business closely and really changing the solution that they can utilize is what I will say. So of course, once we deploy, we have to actually check if that is getting used. So utilization is what we need to find during our development and deployment. And with the AI, it becomes very easy to change things. But as long as data is secure and we're deploying solution which can be utilized fully, that's what we'll say. So I pay more attention on working with business to really find the actual problem and then it sticks, because that is what is the pain point. And is if you can provide right kind of pain medicine, then that will stick.
Sure. So I would say that yes, that's the right approach. And with that, we should ensure that we can, make sure the access to the data, the permissions, they are also well defined, because we don't want to expose any internal data or business systems through the AI, where someone can manipulate or they can poison the data or the system, its approach. So it's very much important to, at the same time, make sure that whatever we make it smart AI enabled, we should ensure the data permissions and access, so that we can avoid the shadow IT usage, shadow AI usage, and at the same time, what are the AI enabled system that business is preparing or it's getting through vendor, they are ensure the full production to out without any security threats. So we can say that yes, go for AI enablement, but also make sure that you can control its access, control the data permissions without surprises. So because there have been many, many instances where companies have gone with AI, but then they found either their AI model getting poisoned, or the data, wherever you're using even DAG architecture, then then that's also where you have to maintain the sanitization part. You have to maintain whatever the prompts people are putting in, you validate that. Yeah, so I would say that to go with proper access and data permissions.
That's a great answer, sir. Thank you. So, in 90 seconds, what are the must have layers of security first AI stacks?
Okay, so coming back to that same notion of securing AI projects, I would say that the first and foremost is the identities. Whether your identities are for the users, for your admins, for your APIs, for your service accounts. So you have to maintain the role-based access permissions no matter what project, including AI, and at the same time also implement proper authentication mechanism, because not one authentication method suits all. So we have to understand the project need, and based on that, not only just role-based access permission, but role-based authentication is a need here. So you have to implement proper MFA and authentication methods and techniques, and or even the fallback methods. If one not working, then what is a backup? So that you have to enable with single sign-on, because you would not like to have a one directory for admin and one directory for users and other for API accounts. So if you are supporting one or more modules, enable the single sign-on as well. Apart from
What is it?
identity, yeah, there is a data boundaries, the tenant isolation that Manish talked about. Obviously, the encryption. You have to make sure that there is no unintended model training going on. Also, securing your API secrets again through secrets vault, and implementing policy guardrails. Because even if something happens, something get tweaked, you should have a proper fallback method for that. And at the end, also monitor the logs, monitor any drift or abuse, and set up alerts on that. That's what I would say.
Hey, the
Right,
one
sir.
quick question I have on Microsoft, and if you don't know, that's fine. But we work in Microsoft ecosystem, and there are a lot of tools out of Microsoft. With AI, did they introduce anything to control the data flow between organization and AI, and how to control that? Any tool like data filtering or kind of scenario?
So in that, both the Microsoft Defender and the app security
Defender.
permissions, that's there. So that's where you can even control this data flow. So you can apply the guardrails over there. You can have the as your private network or that this architecture that will
Mm-hmm.
ensure that only the data is intending to be transmitted to a given server or given process. So that's how it
Mm-hmm.
is. And on the other hand, Rainbow Secure controls the data flow via the its API driven approach, where
Mm-hmm.
we have the admin who's a person who granted that access to a given API. So that's the another area you can think about.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhaval, for mentioning that.
Hmm.
So, where do identity, MFA, and role design fit into AI apps?
Well, I can take that. You
Yeah,
can say almost everywhere because identity, MFA, and role-based approach, it has to be taken care whether you're for end users, for administrators, for your data pipelines, again for the API. So maintaining the list privilege access and also having the phishing resistant sign-in to stop session hijack or bot abuse. That's the key here because you don't want to roll out something and then trying to solve the problem because MFA and identity is key, but at the same time, also the least privilege access is the key here because people have seen instances where a developer had just enabled the agent with all the permissions and agent can do everything, even the backend manipulation. So there, people could able to do the prompt injection and manipulation of the AI through the prompt. So you have to make sure that what permissions you are granting, whom, where, what part of the organization data you are exposing.
great, sir. That's a great answer. Thank you for that, sir. So, my next question is for both of you, sir. So, how do we stop like customer data for like leaking into training or other tenants, sir?
Looks like we touched base on this little bit,
Yep,
Dhawal.
yep,
Yeah, I'll
yep,
let you speak on this.
sure. So as Manish mentioned earlier that they are ensuring that there is a no cross-tenant mixing of the data and also sensitive fields that you have, that you have to have encryption at rest in transit and
Mm-hmm.
also tokenize those sensitive data. So that's when you do that, sometimes you need to also take step further, anonymize the certain, information. So you have no problem in whether that data gets spit out as an answer to something. So as long as you maintain your secrecy, or whether it's a PII needs or whether it's HIPAA compliance needs, then you
Mm-hmm.
can handle it.
So when you say tokenize sensitive data, what does that mean?
So, many times there is a data on say some healthcare questions. Some people do when they provide the prompt that itself, they provide you with their own medical information or even the medical IDs. People
Mm-hmm.
sometimes try to buy something. They even put a whole credit card information. So even though we
Mm-hmm.
don't
Sure,
even wanted to capture the sensitive data, but
sure,
people
sure,
provide.
sure, sure.
So they have
Okay.
to make sure that we encrypt all these
Okay.
prompts that we receive. At the same
Mhm.
time, the sensitive fields, other than putting that actual value, you can create an hash and you can create a tokens out of it, and that you can use in the system for comparing.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, my next question for you is, what are the like minimum guardrails for responsible AI?
When you feel like to take, otherwise I can.
Yeah.
So, I
No, I
already
mean,
spoke about it.
absolutely. I mean, many like we have been touching based on it. Role-based security is the first one I would say, and I mean, con carrying the role-based security to the AI side is the first one I would say, and then if you don't have role-based security and proper access control defined, then you need to define that because many times like the database may have role-based security, but could be even exposed. So the way we are handling is like we integrate with a lot of CRM system or even financial system. We are just carrying because SaaS products have done good job on it to define the security, and we just try to carry that. So that's the first one because even with the back end, you can have vast access, and that's really the risk we run into. So in order to define that, and then um, periodic checking on those permissions and how things are actually really integrated or working. So concept is fine, but in real time also validate all those with the access logs.
I will also add that we should always have a human in the loop for risky actions and even the change control. Whenever there's any tweak or changes in the prompt and model, there should be a review before it goes to production, because there are chances that someone can manipulate right from the development stage. That
Yeah.
has happened to many companies recently. That's where the supply chain attack came into the picture. Many big companies recently got hacked because what they did, they hacked in during the development cycle.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So already you spoke about it, but still I would like to ask it for audiences. So how do we explain the AI limits and fallbacks without scaring the user? So
Okay, yes. So I'll touch base on this. I mean,
yes, sir.
see, we are in a phase where we have to adopt AI securely because we cannot be left behind. So first of all, if you're not looking into AI, that means competitors are gaining um, advantage over you. So one is given, you're gonna try AI. The issue is all the risk we highlighted, right? There is a hallucination issue, IP infringement issue, and other issue. So what we are saying is, for our deployment development, we are partnering with Dhawal's company to ensure, we cover end to end to address risk. Also, we are going through compliance, various compliance like GDPR, HIPAA, SOC 2 to ensure that we do our due diligence on the infrastructure part. So I would say it's a partnering thing, not only with security team, compliance team, but also with client very closely. So we need to form a strong team to ensure we address the risk and keep us secure while moving forward. So we are not going to stay at one place, but guide them on that, hey, we need help. I mean, we are telling openly there are issues, but let's address it and not delay the decision or not avoid AI. Let's look into AI. How can we do it securely?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for addressing that. Also, would you like to say something about it?
Say that yes, as Manit rightly pointed that we have to take business into confidence, right? It's a collaborative approach where different teams work together to make the AI a successful enabler of the business. So that's the very good strategy. Also, when business is understanding both the limits and what happens when say certain tool stops working, what is the fallback method, that also we have to tell them, okay, this is what is our backup plan. So AI, when business uses it, they try to think that it's a magic wand. Yes, it is magic wand in a way, we produce the outcome, but at the same time we have to tell them this is what we are deploying in this phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, whatever it is, so that they don't expect the phase 3 outcome in phase 1. So it's always checks and balances, it's always
Mhm.
gradual implementation, I would say.
Good
Thank you
point.
so much for answering that. Manish, so like, what is like one small business friendly step like you can suggest to secure the AI pilots now?
Yeah, I mean, limit the data, or I mean, first of all, try with the sample data or manufactured data, synthetic data, I would say. But there are low impact data or use case already available. We mostly start with that. I'll give you example is maybe like in terms of CRM, you don't want to deal with your deal size or amount and everything, but there is enough data on campaign done in terms of email or a webinar. You want to analyze that. I'll give you another sensitive information like finance. Like I was not proposing to a client that use your finance data, but client himself said, "Can you pull data from my QuickBooks?" I'm like, "Okay, you want to pull from QuickBooks? I was even not proposing you that, but you are asking, so okay." So then I asked what data you want to pull. So they said, I just want to pull the dollar rate getting used on various projects because I have 10 projects, each has a different dollar rate, and my PM sometimes forget or I forget where we should be, what should be charged, and that data they just want. So they're like, okay, project has dollar rate, check which project is this, how many hours built, and give me a comparison. So that's a good example. So I would say client knows very well what data they can share. And we also suggest don't try with your, like they all said, don't put your credit cards and let's AI do that thing. That's too personal or should not be even shared. But there is
Right.
much more data like that in company which needs to be protected. So there is a low hanging fruit
Right.
there. Yeah.
So we have some questions from the audiences. So, I mean, the
Yeah,
question
I
is, so
can take the first one. Shrey
yeah,
has a question. So for you, is AI good or bad for the future?
yeah,
So Shrey, we all go through that. Hey, AI is becoming so powerful or so capable, and what are we gonna do or how it will impact that? That question is always there, even for us. But my take on that is, yes, right away it looks like a lot of job will be impacted by AI, but I really think that we don't even know what jobs will be created because of AI, because there will be these things unnecessary. Like, right now we keep an assistant sometime to just check email. But if AI can handle all the emails, then that assistant will do something else. So I think, not think, I believe AI is good for us, and it will just give us more progress. So things will be good. That's my answer.
Yep. Yeah, that's a great insight, Manish. So I would say the same that AI is up to the, how you're going to use it, right? People are using AI to progress their business, cyber companies are using AI to detect the threats automatically and even respond to the threats. So AI-powered threat detection and response, that's the next in this sector. Same time, hacker is using AI to perfect their phishing emails. Earlier, people used to spot phishing almost very 90% rate because they know that this is bad spelling mistakes and bad jargon use, so they will catch. But now hackers have become smart and they are targeting their customer base, or you can say the target base, using the nicely crafted phishing emails. So this and also now AI generation, image generation is something that also they are using next. So when you see phishing emails, they are now using proper image generation to fool the users. So now it's up to the user how you are using the AI. But you can say that as a promoter of the digital transformation and enabling the business, we should be always at the forefront to use and technology. So AI for good, I would say, is definitely for the future, and that is going to help both the customers and us. Because earlier, see, when there was the banking industry was there were a lot of talks going on when then automation or the digital systems came for the banking. Earlier, people thought they will lose their job, but we are seeing that there has been actually more and more hiring had happened in last 2 decades in banking sector. So it's not like people are going to lose their job. It's just
Mm.
that the rudimentary task will be assigned to the system that they will do. But there will be a people on the banking side, on the operation side, on the decision making side, even on when they are say deciding on a certain mortgage or loan, or even for investment strategies, they are going to use this system. So there will be more and more hiring. It's just that what they are going to be hired for will change. So, just like, in olden days, people are using, manual paperwork, but now they're using IT systems. They are going to use further AI systems. So that's the kind of really difference.
thank
Yeah.
you, Dhaval Sir, Manisha, for speaking in like in favor of AI, because no doubt, like industry and there are some people getting worried because every day like news articles are coming up that because of AI, so prevalent, people are going to lose their jobs. That this is the main headline these days. So there's the next question from the audiences. So, which roles are most exposed to AI automation and which are likely to grow so?
Yeah, I just have a point of view on it. It is that, all the systematic, rule-based, more mechanical things are becoming more automated or AI powered, and more creative thinking, uh, visualizing, innovating, all that is more becoming uh, less impacted by AI. In fact, more relationship-based roles are also growing. So I don't have the full list here, but even I'm trying to follow like how it's impacting. But that's what I'm hearing is that wherever it was more fuzzy, it's
Yes.
more in demand, or it may grow, and we still need to see. And then whatever had the logic defined, because AI can read all the logic and learn on it, so those are becoming more AI dependent, or more AI impacted, I would say.
Mhm.
Yep, I think there'll be more and more. You can say that still there will be human in the loop. That will be the approach going forward, where the people will either retrain their models, so they will provide the right context and right data. So always that tweaking and that optimization will go on. So it's just that right now people think that once there is an AI, you don't have to do anything. No, there are people behind that AI model. There are people who are putting the right amount of data in front of AI. There are the people who are making sure that AI is not producing wrong results. So, there are tons of new roles that will be created when this happens. So, there will always be involvement of IT and business along with AI.
Thank you for that. So there's one more question from the audiences. What's kind permissions and how much are we can rely on AI?
So I mean, I guess the question is what kind of permissions, and
Yeah, what's kind?
how much you can rely. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I would say think like this. First of all, my suggestion is to rely as less as possible in the start, and then as you find the AI to be more trusting, or you are confirming that it's secure, then you are gonna rely more and more. But in terms of if you think how much we can depend on AI to do the work, I think it's just gonna keep growing. You will start slow, but you will depend on more. I'll give you an example. In our company, we had a ChatGPT for each of the employee, and then now ChatGPT has team and enterprise version. So a lot of our discussions are happening through ChatGPT, meaning we were sharing documents in teams and working on that, looking for update. But now we tell ChatGPT what the update is, and then each of us are interacting with that. So we relied on ChatGPT a little bit, and now we are increasing that. And similarly, Copilot, we have multiple Copilots, so all the summary or all the information is coming. So yeah, it's again, we did talk about that. It's a tricky situation. You need to ensure the AI you are depending on is compliant with the data what you're sharing, and you trust that company, and then you slowly improve on it. Dhaval, you want to add?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that same thing that yeah, you start with POC, you start with limited amount of data that you expose, you see how it goes, and you tweak the model, tweak the prompts, and that's how you keep going. So whether it's a generative AI aspect you are handling, or you are handling just like what we are doing, automation in identity threat detection and responding. So you have to first try with a small area, small data set, and then as Manish said that you can increase the usage, you can increase how much you can rely on based on that your own data set and your experience with that.
Oh, so thank you for so much for your insights. So, Manish, sir, I would like to ask you that what is like the shift in businesses which you are observing today? Like, are they welcoming the use of AI? As you mentioned, the use case that you told them to, utilize one use case, but the user came forward with like, you use my financial analysis also on AI. So, how is your overall perspective? Like, how it is?
You mean how open businesses are for AI?
Yes, yes, sir.
I mean, I guess one way ChatGPT has impacted their mind is that everything is very easy. So we are going to extreme. One is they're like, hey, give me fully ready system. But then what we are also realizing is it's so much unknown on their mind on AI. It's first is like it can do everything. Other is we don't know what all is involved. So we are having two phase where we are having little challenge to even convince them to try AI. But then at other end, their mind is AI is very simple. So what is coming down now is, which I covered in my discussion anyway, is
Yes,
they
sir.
need to see something working, like
Right.
ChatGPT or like the interface I showed. Hey, if I can show you
Yes.
the interface and similar
Mm.
answer, that is
Yes.
making them
Mm.
adopt. But one thing is clear, we are not getting requirement directly from them that do this, because that's too much for them, I guess, because that's like innovating the whole solution with AI.
Right.
I think that's not
True.
happening. What is happening
Right.
is related to ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT is
Mm.
doing this, do this for my
Right.
data.
Okay.
That is happening. And I
Oh,
think that is an easy conversation also, because they already see what
right.
ChatGPT
Yes, yep,
does. Yeah.
yes, yep, definitely.
So that's a great way to put it. And no doubt, I was like impressed with that organization paying side because same here, you have so many tools available, and then every tool is doing something with your data, some data it is storing, but ultimately how you have utilized for an organization, that was like amazing way to put it for the audiences today. So
Actually, one more thing you will,
yes, sir.
which I did not have time to put that, but see
Yes, sir.
what happened was in March, Satya Nadella, Microsoft CEO, already said SaaS is dead and AI will change the way work. Now, what he meant was SaaS, software as a service application like CRM tools or web tools and all, have a database behind and they have interface to make simple for us. But we have to jump to 20 different place to do some work. Also within organization, the adoption is not that much, meaning they know, see, Microsoft knows the number. They have all the tools and adoption is maybe like 10-20%. So 80% people of the software is not getting used. So what Microsoft did, if you go to Microsoft landing page, it's a Copilot page now. So Satya already said 9 months
Awesome.
back that
Mhm.
SaaS will change, and he immediately changed the landing page. Yes, people are not liking, hey, why did you change my page from
Mhm.
apps to Copilot? But
You're
Mm,
right.
this is where they already know. They have more data than what I'm talking, right?
Right.
yep,
They already
Right.
changed. So now it connected just this month to me. Oh, he's already ahead in the game. In fact, Satya is going
Okay.
back to
Mhm.
take another role.
Okay.
So he will have co-CEO who is gonna run the business
Okay.
uh, world or the business initiative, but he's going back to research or something like that. I don't know, but he's taking more active role on product development or defining the direction. So we'll see a lot
Great.
of changes.
That is great insight, sir, from you. Thank you so much, sir. So thanks for your talk and panel discussion today. I'm sure users are like equipped with the information they wanted to know about AI for sure. Like I am myself enriched with the information because as I was also thinking, oh, AI is going to take the job. Let's, that was like just because news were like, putting
News
that
is
kind
like
of
that. Yeah.
information into your mind, but having like this kind of focus from industry leaders, that is amazing to know, sir. Thank you so much for your talk for today, sir.
Yeah. Is there any other question?
And I think we can conclude our talk, and then uh, I think Sasi, yeah, you have a next
Uh,
speaker or something for
yes, sir.
them. Thank you, Manish,
So,
for joining me.
yeah, so we will post like if we have any question from the audiences coming to us, so we will definitely share with you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Dawal, sir.
Thank you.